According to the CDC, 1 in 5 people suffer from chronic pain. Now, this can not only be a huge detriment to one's physical abilities, but it also leads to mental health problems and leads to a huge loss in productivity. Now, unfortunately for me, this is also something that I know about because I suffer from chronic pain. It started back in December of 2016 when I took a dream vacation to Asia. About a week into the trip, I got super sick. A few days after that, I got tendinitis down my right arm, and then about 2 weeks after that, I got tendinitis in my left arm. So certainly not a dream vacation when I come home sick and both arms wrecked. This was certainly a huge shock to the system for someone like myself because I always kept myself in really good shape and I ate really good. And then over the next 18 months, I developed tendinitis and arthritis all over my body. Pretty miserable. So in this channel, what I'd like to do is talk about ways to cope, relieve, or possibly cure chronic pain. And in doing so, I'm going to go out there and try different things and see what works and what doesn't, and then report back to you my experience. Now, this is something that I've been doing for a long time already. And in my experience, I have learned that there is no shortage of people who won't take advantage of desperate people, including people who are in chronic pain. Now, this includes practitioners, doctors, supplements, and other products. Usually these things come with a big price tag, and when they don't work, it starts to add up. If something didn't work once, that's fine, but when you have to try one thing, and then try another thing, and then try another thing, and then try another thing, and none of them work, it gets relatively expensive. Now, I would like to say I am sure that there are some good doctors out there. Unfortunately for me and many of the people that I talk to, we just haven't met that many of them. In fact, one experience, I was in real rough shape. I couldn't walk. I had a really messed up knee, and I couldn't put any weight on it at all. I either had to ride a knee scooter or be in a wheelchair. So I went to a doctor, and I was like, please, doctor, you got to help me. I can't walk. This leg was shriveled up to about half the size of this leg, and this leg wasn't very big at all because I hadn't walked for months. And I was hoping this guy would help me. And he had the nerve to tell me that not only did he think I was faking it, but that he was going to prove to me that there was nothing wrong with my knee. So it was at this point that I realized that if anybody was going to help me, it was going to be me. I had to do it on my own. And that's exactly what I did. And I can walk now, so that's good. But, I still have tons of problems, and I'm still trying to find a solution to help improve my life. Now, I want to keep in mind, just because something worked for me doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you, but it's certainly a good place to start. I know on my journey, I like to talk to as many people as I can and get some feedback on what they've tried and what's worked for them and what hasn't, and then perhaps try some of the things that have more positive outcomes. So if you're going to help yourself, it's up to you to do it. Don't rely on anybody else. All right, I hope to see you in future videos.